a couple of jars in our house that you just put pennies and pennies and pennies. And we figure out there's about almost $200 in just our pennies and coins. So thus I'm gonna bring it over to your house. Here you are, I mean.
Oh yeah, Toronto Police Credit Union helps you with that. You have a
need some water?
machine there that will roll it up and do everything.
Bro, okay, so then I'll bring it to you then. Okay, so I'll courier it over to you, but I'll get your numbers afterwards, because we have a great courier system that is really donates their time and services.
Tabby, what time exactly is it finishing today?
The show today is finished at 5.
Well, I'm glad we're part of the last show.
So am I, really. And I tipped my fro to Miss Girl over here. She was relentless.
I know.
I wouldn't let her go.
Relentless.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh my God, and totally positive, constantly, just calling to let you know. Just calling to let you know. Okay, we're there. Bam! That was that. So very cool. Very cool.
So the next target that we have, we're gonna stick Sabrina on them, that we want on board. Like she's our, you know.
I got a few.
Oh, well, she walks in, she's stunning. You know, she doesn't look like she needs money, which is always key. You know, there's that whole thing. She looks really healthy. It's like, and once the guys pick themselves up off the floor, the checkbooks are falling.
Just
ready to
money
give
for
up some
stuff.
We have to use whatever means necessary. Just sometimes listening to the news just makes you just want to go back to bed. It's, yeah. And you know, as a teacher, I remember when this young boy was killed in Matty Bernal, Matty, and I had his class the next day, my first day teaching. And I didn't know anything had happened because I tend not to listen to the news as much as possible because it's just too depressing. But as I'm getting off the bus and walking in across the room, seeing all these police cars and tape and news vehicles, and I walk in and, oh hi, Miss J, your creative writing teacher, and what's going on? Oh, they started telling me. They said, so do you want to talk about it? No, Miss J, can we write? And I went, absolutely. So once again, the arts give you this outlet to put out how you're feeling without putting yourself so forward. You know, like you can sort of, it's on my piece of paper, it's still very personal, but
He said maybe his next girlfriend would be more understanding. The woman punched him in the face. There was a scuffle. The man dislocated his
because I said to her, we have to get some good news or some funny news. So she has been going off and she found like these women in their 90s who have been friends since kindergarten. And you know, there's good news can be out there.
If you're looking for it, it's a matter of what you're looking for.
And they have to broadcast it. I mean, you know, I've gotten apparently really great numbers, and I don't never talk about nothing like the bummer.
For ticket information, visit the Casino Round box office or any Ticketmaster location. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, February 8th and 9th live.
Joni Jett, Joey, that's what I'm telling you about. That was like one of my faves.
The 401 Dixie Auto Mall Boxing Week sale is on now. Only days remaining to save. Over 2,500 new and used cars, all these
Oh, and then this thing in Pakistan, and you just sometimes just, where are we going in this world? What is happening?
And that's where the confusion comes in, because when I read the Bible says to you that thou shalt not kill. And then these folks say they believe in their mind that for every person they kill, they are doing God a favor. Well, how could you
justify that?
It says, thou shalt not.
And when we all started from the same book, that's when I studied religion, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam all started from the same holy book. And then they spread off as Muhammad and Jesus and all the other prophets came in. So how can there be such hate in the world when we all started from the same book? It's just mind-boggling to me.
I guess different interpretations. The different interpretations are what makes one a little bit different than the other, or those
Yeah.
little differences.
And why somebody can say they're better.
Yeah, those little differences that sometimes another religion won't tolerate or won't understand or is not accepting of.
Right.
And
And
those are
then
the
they
kind
put
of
their own
things.
face to God. And I find that's a bit scary to me.
Those things are personal things almost.
Exactly.
That's the problem, because they're almost
And it's
personal.
usually their own
Because it's
fears.
been personalized into what they want to see. Whether it's the
Well,
woman
the whole
wearing
schism
the
that's
veil,
happening with the...
and if the other, so I don't wear one, does that make me less religious? That's the other
in
side of it.
same-sex relationships, whether you agree with it or not, I mean, it's
It's those
Jesus,
kind of
we were
things.
all equal. God, we are all equal in the eyes of God. So how people, if you're not hurting someone, that should be the bottom line. If you're
Humanity
in a
is
loving,
humanity.
consensual relationship.
It should be a path forward for all living beings with a heart, and we feel and emotions. The eyes might look different, the color might look different, but we all feel the same way. We all have the same notion of love.
It's 2 degrees at Yonge and St. Clair. Coming up on the Tabby Johnson Show, David Ferry comments on the entertainment industry. For CFRB News, I'm Chris Foster.
It's Saturday afternoon, and you're listening to Tabby Johnson on News Talk 1010 CFRB.
And for those of you who are just tuning in, this is my last show at CFRB. I am on my way to Bermuda to teach for 5 months, and then I'm off to Ethiopia in October. It's been a grand ride here, an absolute grand ride. I've met wonderful people, and I am very proud to be sharing my last show with this group, the SOS4000. Their website is www.sos4000.com, and you can go online there. It's about transplants. It's about how you can make a difference, living or dead. If you want to make a donation at this website, within 2 minutes you're going to get your tax receipt. Every little bit helps. There is no donation that is too small when it comes from the right place. I'm looking at a picture here of the youngest torch carrier. We were speaking with our next to be torch carrier, but here's a picture of this she's 2 years old. Her name is Zoe. She's in a hospital in Montreal. She needs a heart now. Right now, she needs it today. What do you do about that? What do you say to parents whose child is deathly ill? She's adorable. She's 2 years old. What do you say? Sorry, get her chocolate? No, you can make a difference. You've got to sign the back of your driver's license and that card, and you also have to let your family know. We've got the torch carriers, January the 16th. Sabrina, you want to talk a little bit? Sabrina has been relentless with me in this topic, and you got to love her for it. She puts her faith and her money where her mouth is, and Miss Thing be out with it. Hello, Sabrina. Thank you for coming back.
Well, it's always a pleasure to see you again and hear from you and hear your voice. It keeps me going.
Yahoo. So talk a little bit about this January the 16th.
Well, I just want to put it simply like this. It's just furthering the cause. And it is the cause and the effect of reality that we need to do this more. And this date will go down in history. That's going to make a difference and change the lives and remove people from the hospitals alive, not dead. And I think that if
Walking,
we
not
start,
feet
yes,
first,
walking out like a
absolutely.
miracle, and thanks to George Marcello's hard works of efforts, which is based on charity, the greatest thing we can have, people, and the public, and to the Canadians, and to all the different nations that live in this country, that we all make a difference. Our organs are not racially discriminative. It is one organ, one color, and one thing in common. It makes you live. And I think that's the reality that I am standing by with George Marcello, Katharina, and every single person at this table, and all the communities that make up this country. So as I said, this date is crucial, and I feel that the people and the students and every individual has a voice, but we also have to take the voice to action. We need to sign the forms. It's something that gives life. It gives families a chance to get their homes back in order.